years ago, when I started out as a freelancer on Upwork, I actually met some clients whom I should have avoided in the first place, not working with them, because at the end of the day, they refused to pay me for the jobs I did, and some of them came with ridiculous demands that if I had done them that time, I would have ended up being banned on Upwork or getting myself into a lot of troubles because they involved some credit card information. So this is basically why I'm making this video. If you're starting out on Upwork, or if you're just a beginner on Upwork, this is a video you must watch, because in this video I'm going to show you the red flags you must avoid on Upwork and the type of clients you must avoid on Upwork in order to be successful on that platform. Hello, my name is Teresa. If this is your first time of seeing me on YouTube, please make sure to click on the subscription button below and turn on your notification icon so that you get notified each time I publish a new video. And of course, I publish videos about freelancing and how you can get started as a freelancer, even if you are just starting out or even if you have no skill. And of course, I also share videos about other online businesses you can do to make money in Nigeria. And if you've been seeing me on YouTube, please make sure to click on the subscription button below if you have not done so, and turn on your notification icon so that you get notified each time I publish a new video. Having said that, please also make sure to like this video, give us a thumbs up so that others who are looking for the same information would also find it. Having said that, let's get straight into the topic of today. Hello, if you've gotten to this point, then it's very important that you make sure to listen to this point very well, because this would ensure that you don't waste your time on Upwork as a freelancer. All right, Upwork, just like every other platform, has the good and the bad side, okay? Because it's a job platform where a lot of people from all over the world come to post jobs. There are days and there are times where you would find people who are not serious, or people who are looking out to scam you or do one or two illegal things on there to you. So as someone who is starting out as a freelancer on Upwork, it's very important that you get to know these things, you get to know them and know how to avoid them. So in this slide, we'll be talking about the red flags you should look out for as a beginner on Upwork, right? As a beginner on Upwork, there are red flags you must look out for. And these red flags are very obvious most of the time, but some beginners on Upwork may not be able to, place it most of the time, except you are somebody who has been on the platform. Then it will be a little bit difficult for you to place this kind of scams. All right, so these are what we are going to talk about today, and in this video I am going to list out some of the red flags you should look out for on Upwork. Okay, so let's get started. So like I said, it's actually very important that you are able to detect and notice red flags so that you don't waste your time and your connects applying to jobs or responding to invitations from unserious clients. Okay, so having said that, let's see some of the red flags. The number one red flag you should look out for if you're getting started on Upwork are clients who ask you to communicate with HR before creating a contract. On Upwork, contracts are the most important aspect of your job. So if you submit a proposal or somebody invites you to a job and you submit the proposal, the next thing for them to do is to interview you. During the interviews are conducted within the Upwork platform, okay? They send you a message and then you respond. And then if they want to kind of conduct a video interview, they do it within the Upwork platform using the Zoom feature on Upwork. So there is no reason, and it is against Upwork's policy, for you to contact a client before a contract is created. Okay, if you are to contact a client, then a contract must be created from the client and you would accept the contract. So once you accept the contract, you can now contact them, whether it is on WhatsApp, on Gmail, on Telegram, anywhere. But if a client is asking you to communicate with HR before they create contact, then that is a red flag and you must avoid it. The number two red flag you want to avoid on Upwork is client that wants you to communicate with them on Telegram or WhatsApp before creating a contract. Just like I said, there is no reason for you to contact a client on WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, or anywhere at all before they create a contract. A contract must be created before you are allowed to talk with a client via any other platform. Okay, so a client is not supposed to contact you outside of Upwork before a contract is created, and you as a freelancer, you are not supposed to contact a client outside of Upwork before a contract is created. So you must look out for this. If a client is asking you to contact them on WhatsApp or Telegram, the best thing to do is to ask them to send you the contract first. If they want to work with you, they should send the contract to you. And once they send the contract to you, you accept the contract, and then you can go ahead and you contact them. Number 3, the ones that start their chats with you on Upwork inbox with their freelancers. Kind of, this is a red flag for me. After my years of being on Upwork, I've noticed that most clients who start their message with their freelancers or their freelancer, it means that this person did not send this message only to you. There's a possibility that this is a broadcast message that person have typed out and forwarded to maybe more freelancers than yourself. So either this person is looking for something that is not so genuine, or they are trying to send a mass message to a lot of freelancers at the same time. To me, this is actually a red flag. To some people, it might not be a red flag, but only from my experience, I've noticed that most clients who start talking to you with something like their freelancer or their freelancers, then know that they are not sending that message only to you. And there is something about broadcast messages. It is aimed at achieving something that is not usually genuine. If this person really wants to talk with you using there, they would see your name, all right? For them to send you a message, personal message, they will see your name and they would address you by your name, okay? The number 4 red flag you should look out for are the type of clients that wants you to send an email to them on Gmail or any other mailing platform. Some of them would at the end of their job description or at the end of the message they send to you inbox, they would ask you, they will put their Gmail address, Gmail address or any other type of mailing platform, and then ask you to send them a mail through that email address. For me, this is a red flag because most of the time they are trying to take you outside of the Upwork platform. And you know, when you're within the Upwork platform, Upwork offers you some kind of protection, okay? Some kind of protection when it comes to payments, when it comes to, chats and a whole lot of other protection. So these kind of people are trying to take you outside of the Upwork platform. And once they take you, once they are able to take you outside of the Upwork platform, they may end up roping you into some sort of scams that you may not be able to notice until you are very much deep into it. So once they say send me a mail or send me a Gmail, make sure that a contract has been created. And once this contract has been created, then you can go ahead and send them a mail or whatever it is. But make sure you have a contract with any client before you send them a mail anywhere at all. The number 5 red flag you should look out for is you have to avoid them if they want you to pay for equipment you will use for working. You should be getting paid, not the other way around, okay? Some of these clients will come to you and they are like, you are going to start working, but we will need you to pay for so equipment and so software for you to start working for us. The payment is $50, the payment is $30. Note, on Upwork, there is no payment for anything whatsoever. You are a freelancer offering your skills in exchange to get paid, not the other way around. You should not pay anybody, even if it is $2 to do whatever. Okay, there is no payment whatsoever to anybody on Upwork. right? So don't pay for any equipment. Every equipment you are going to use to work for any client should be provided by them most of the time. Some of the times they will want you to have these softwares, but if you don't have them, just simply say that you don't have them. If they want you to work for them, they should provide the softwares or whatever you need to work. Don't pay for anything. Okay? The number says you have to avoid them if they ask you to pay security fee, premium ID fee, or pay through PayPal before getting the job. Like I said, you are not supposed to pay anything. Some of these clients will come to you and they are like, we have accepted you. You are supposed to work for us, but we need you to pay security fee or a premium ID fee so you can start working with us. That is a lie. You're not supposed to pay for anything before you start working for any client. And most of the times, if you are now desperate enough to, if you are desperate to start working on Upwork, you may end up falling for this level of scam. So they may tell you to pay for security fee for $50 and that the job is going to be paying you $700 per week. Be very, very careful. Don't pay for anything. If they want to hire you, they would go ahead and hire you. All the jobs I've done on Upwork, I have never paid for anything. Security fee, premium ID fee, whatever. Anybody that is telling you to pay for that is obviously a scam and you should avoid them. Make sure you avoid them. Number 6, stay away if they ask you to create an online shop for them using your email address and other details. Okay, I've met a client like this before. He actually came to me and was like, oh, he needs to create a shop on eBay that I can use my details to create this shop for him. And then I can use my details to collect payment that we're going to share the profits. What happens is that these kind of people are scammers on online, most of these online shops. So they would use your details to create an online shop, and then you may use your details to receive payment from people ordering non-existent stores. And at the end of the day, when these people keep on reporting or report you anywhere, you will be arrested for whatever scams they've conducted on people. So you would stay away from anybody that asks you to use your details to create an online shop for them. Don't do that. If they want to create an online shop, let them go ahead and use their details to do that. Okay? So this is your good job, how to get a good job, the roadmap you have to take. For you to be able to succeed on Upwork, you must be able to get good jobs from good clients. The number one thing you have to do is to optimize your profile. I believe we've talked about that. And then critically vet every job before applying. Okay? Critically take note. We have looked at this. Take note. Be very, very careful when you are looking at jobs before you start applying. Then take note of all the red flags and make sure to look out for them. All these red flags that are listed here, make sure you take note of all of them and make sure that before you start working for any client that you look carefully and make sure that this client is genuine. Okay, in our group we also talk about that. If you have any questions or any issues at all, you can drop it in the group and then we'll sort it out, right? So this is where we come to an end on the red flags you need to avoid on Upwork.